What's up, everybody? My name is Puppeteer, and today I'm gonna have a little show and tell video for you guys / story time. I made some pretty big purchases, probably in the last 2 months, 3 months, 2 months, something like that. But it was a long time coming, if that makes sense. So, when I was younger, when I was in middle school, they made you learn like kind of like an instrument. You were either in band, choir, or orchestra. And I was gonna be in band, and I was going to originally play the euphonium. And yeah, so I had my mindset on that. And then one of the instructors was like, "Hey, would you like to try to learn how to play percussion? They're holding tryouts." And I didn't know what that was because I was kind of too young. I was in 5th grade because this was going into middle school, and my mom told me it was the drums. So I was like, "Oh, that sounds cool." So I tried out. There was like 20 of us, I think, and they only picked 10 or something like that. Maybe there was like 30 of us. There was a lot of us, but they only chose 10, and I was one of those 10, and I never practiced when I got into percussion, but it did help me kind of musically, I guess. I love music a lot more, even though I kind of loved music when I was younger before that. But yeah, I have so much respect for drumming and percussion and everything. And I actually learned how to play. Sorry, it's like out of focus. I actually learned how to play piano because of percussion. Because you learn how to do the xylophone, and that transfers over to piano, which you can't see, but I have a keyboard. And so I that was in middle school, and I ended up not doing percussion in high school because I hated the teacher. He was the same teacher from in high school. Like it was like the only percussion teacher for that district, and I hated him so much. But that didn't stop me from liking the drums or not playing the drums. I still played Rock Band / Guitar Hero, the drum set. I actually have one. It's kind of in retirement. It's all covered up in blankets and stuff because I don't use it. But towards the end of my high school career, ukuleles were becoming a thing, and I was also, I was still loving music as time progressed. I was loving music more and more. So I was like, I don't know, I think right after I got out of high school, I was like, man, I really would love to learn how to play guitar. Like, that would be so cool. And I actually had a guitar because I had this kind of phase back in middle school where I wanted to learn guitar. My parents bought me like this really cheap electric guitar from Toys R Us, which good thing they bought it cheap because I never played it. I didn't know how to do anything. I never even learned a song or anything. And yeah, it's like still in the garage, I think, but it's like chipped and everything from not getting taken care of. So then I was dating this girl at the time, and I told her how much I wanted to learn guitar, but I was watching some videos and stuff and reading some things, and I got this idea in my head of from somewhere that, if you want to learn guitar, the best way to try to get yourself into that, phase, or get yourself to better know the guitar, is to buy a ukulele, so you know how to play some strings and some chords, So you're used to playing an instrument like that, a stringed instrument like that. And I was like, you know what? Actually sounds like fun. And around the same time, I had watched or seen Inside Out when it came out, that Disney movie or Pixar movie. And the short before the movie called Lava it's probably my favorite short, because it's like, it speaks to you, like it touches everybody. It's sad, and it has a ukulele playing, and it's a song, and it's beautiful, and it's just a really good story. But it's like super short, but it's really awesome. And ever since I saw that, I was like, now I really want a ukulele. Sorry. Whispering or soft talking like this is making me tired. But I never really bought one. And I was dating this girl at the time, and for Christmas she bought me a ukulele. My favorite color is purple, so she bought me this purple one. And if you've been to my live streams, I'm sure I've played it for you before, or played it. This is like my filler of like, I don't know what to do, so I'm just gonna play this. And it is a diamond head. Don't know if you could read that. It's backwards probably. It's a diamond head, and when I was in the relationship, I didn't really learn it that well. I just kind of took like basic little courses and stuff, and I would play little apps that teach you. I kind of learned for the most part, but then we actually split up. We broke up as a mutual thing, and for some reason after that, I just started really learning how to play ukulele. And I wouldn't say I'm the best. I can play some notes. And I played this instrument before in some videos. I'll probably stand up for this. So yeah, I learned how to do that. And so I've had this for like, probably almost 2 years now. Yeah, because I got it for Christmas. So I've had this for 2 years now. And recently I've just like been really, the whole time I was like, man, I just really want a guitar. And I was getting, I was liking rock music that mainly involves an electric guitar. And my friend at work, I told him I was going to buy an electric guitar soon, and he was like, "Oh, that's weird, because I'm selling an acoustic." I'm like, "Oh, really?" He's like, "Yeah." He's like, "If you want, you can look at it." I was like, "Sure." And he showed me pictures. He's like, "I've never played it before. I've had it for a long time." Pretty much the same thing with me with my electric back in the day. I never played it. This and that. It's just, yeah. So, I ended up buying out off of him slowly, and like little payments, even though it wasn't that much. He didn't sell it to me that much. It was a complete steal / bargain. He said he gave me the friend's and family discount, and plus he didn't really care for it, so it wasn't like he was, losing something that he cared about. So that's how I got this. I got this acoustic. It's a Mitchell MD 100 Dreadnought acoustic guitar natural. So this thing is huge. When I bought this, or when I received this thing from him, I was like, holy cow, this is huge. Like even playing it now, still, it's like, I need to string it though. He says that the strings have been there since day one, and they're not bad, but it'd probably just be better to restring it. And one of the strings they try to restring, and it's like, it was fine, but I don't know. I don't really like the dangling bits at the end of the, but that's just, you can cut that easily. But this is what the guitar looks like. So yeah, that is my acoustic. Funny enough about that is when I had bought it off of him and I got it, I think it was like a Saturday, and it was a Saturday to Labor Day weekend, which was not that long ago, like a month and a half ago. And I was like, you know what? I'm just going to go up to Guitar Center and buy a guitar, an electric guitar. And I went up there and I had a Rogue guitar in mind. I love the polished finish it had. It was like an orangish black burnt guitar, like a sunburst color. And I went up there and I told him, I was like, I told him I wanted it. He was like, oh yeah, you don't want this one. This guitar, we call it Firewood because that's all it's going to be in like less than a year. I was like, okay. Yeah, he was like, well, I could still sell it to you. It's just, I don't want you, coming back mad because I had sold you a guitar that wasn't any good. I'm like, okay. Well, do you think you can show me some guitars then? And he was like, sure. He's like, what's your price range? And I'm like, I don't want to spend more than $200 on a guitar. And he literally was like, here's a $300 guitar here, you could play it. I'm like, he's like, here. He plugs it into an amp. He's like, you can play it. I'll be back in like 5 minutes. This and that. And I'm like, sitting there. Because I didn't know how to play. I just was just randomly strumming notes. And it was a nice guitar. I don't even remember what it was now, but I'm sitting there facing another guitar. And I'm just sitting there, I'm like, wow, that guitar looks nice. And he comes back and I'm like, hey, I really like this guitar right here. And I pointed at it. This one right here behind me. He's like, oh yeah, it's a nice guitar, but he's like, there's only one problem. I'm like, what? He's like, here. And he gives me the guitar, and it's like, whew. It was like super heavy, or heavier than I thought it was gonna be. He's like, yeah, that's the only problem, is that it's like a kind of heavy guitar. I'm like, oh, okay. And I kept looking at it and looking at it and looking at it. I was like, wow, that's a really nice guitar. And it was on sale because of Labor Day sale. So, long story short, I ended up buying that guitar, and let's see. So, this is my electric guitar that I bought. It's like a matte black, so it doesn't really shine too much. I mean, it's bright, but it's an LTD EC10, and I bought this strap separately. It matches my old shoes I used to have. I'm still not good at guitar, but I'm learning. Because when I bought this guitar, I bought a game called Rocksmith, and I've been learning like Seven Nation Army, like I was just playing. I know how to play Blitzkrieg Bop. This guitar was on sale for like $119, $129, something like that. One something 9 low, and this guitar is priced at $149 normal price, and the Mitchell acoustic is $149, or no, $169, and I got it for $60, or actually $50, I think. But yeah, that is Oh, and a better thing about the acoustic was when my friend gave it to me, I got this cool little stand, pretty much a guitar stand, and yeah, so that is this guitar. I'm super happy. I love it. It is kind of heavy, but like now I don't even know the difference. Like, this just feels like a normal guitar to me. Especially when I play, I'm mostly sitting down. It's resting on my lap. So, but yeah, that is it pretty much. That's all I have for the rest of the purchases. I'm buying a new phone soon. That's pretty much it. But besides that, those are my stringed instruments that I have. This is kind of like my beginner guitar. This isn't really, like, once I get good with this, I'll probably buy me a really fancy one. But we will see about that. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you have any guitars or any instruments, totally tell me in the comments below, and like, send me a picture of it. I would love to see what it looks like, like on Twitter, or somehow just send it to me on Instagram or something. But yeah, I will see you guys next time, and I hope you guys enjoyed, and stay awesome. Alrighty. Good night, guys. Sweet dreams.